Hey guys, it's Jason of StealthySK, and today I'm going to be going over my Death Trap / Poison Trap at level 100 experience. I not only wanted to show you guys the build at level 100, I also wanted to show you it before I switched to Barrage, because I've seen a few videos and it looks kind of fun, so I'm going to try switching over. I'm going to show you guys some basic gameplay, and then we're going to go over how the build works and how to set it up. Okay, now that you've seen the build, let's go over how it works. Your main gameplay loop is going to come from Poison Trap and Death Trap synergizing with Exposure. What this does is allow you to, every time you attack, you have a 25% chance to lower your cooldowns of all your skills. So, say you drop down your poison trap, it's there for 9 seconds. As long as there's an enemy in it and you're hitting them, you have a chance to lower your cooldown. Now, this is great in many ways. It means you can repeat your death trap, which sucks all your enemies in, which is great for damage. It also means you can put even more poison traps down. So say you're in either a stun or a freeze, you can just shadow step to whatever enemy you want and you're good to go. And since we're resetting our cooldown so often, you almost always have this up when you're CC'd. To quick go over our skills, we're going to grab Puncture for an energy regen, then get Enhanced Puncture, and then Fundamental. We're going to go down and get 5 Twisting Blades. I have 4 item contribution. Then we're going to get Enhanced Twisting Blades plus Advanced Twisting Blades. Twisting Blades is going to be your main damaging skill for now. You're going to go and grab Sturdy and Siphoning Strikes just for some extra defense. Then we're going to move on. Like I said, you'll Shadow Step. You're just going to put 1 point in so you can get Enhanced plus Methodical. What's cool about Methodical is it works on elite enemies. So you're able to shadow step to them and then they're stunned for 2.13 seconds, which allows you to do quick damage to them and probably kill them in that time. You're going to grab Weapon Mastery for some extra damage. You're going to put 1 point into Rapid Gambits, just so you can drop down to here and get Trick Attacks. And then also Concussive, which will give you a knockdown, which is insane for keeping them CC'd. For the next tree, we're going to grab Dark Shroud for some extra defense, as well as some movement speed from Subverting. And also Poison Trap. You're only going to put 1 point into Poison Trap, and then you're going to get Enhanced Poison Trap. After that, you're going to grab 3 points into Exploit, and 3 points into Malice. Vulnerable damage is one of our best stats, and this gives you 9% increased damage to vulnerable enemies. On the next tree, you're only going to put 1 point in here just so you can get to Debilitating Toxins, which gives you 15% less damage to poisoned enemies, which are pretty much always poisoned. So it's pretty much 15% less damage always. Then we're going to drop down and get Death Trap as well as Prime and Supreme. We're going to grab 3 points in Trap Mastery, 3 points in Innervation. We're going to grab 2 points in Aftermath, a point into Adrenaline Rush so we can get down to Haste, and get 3 points in there. And obviously you can grab Exposure at the end. I used to grab Momentum when Twisted Blades was bugged. It used to give yours cooldowns. I used to have like cooldowns up at all times. So you got the increased damage reduction and stuff. And Exposure pretty much at the same time. But obviously no longer does that. For my specialization, I use Inner Sight. This is better for single target. You could use Preparation, but then you have to choose Inner Sight to boss, which feels kind of clunky, and Inner Sight's pretty good anyways. So I just stick with Inner Sight. If you want to swap, you can though. My gear is very far from min-max, but I still do tons of damage. I'll go ahead and put a written guide down below in the description to show off what kind of stats and stuff you should have. On my helmet, I got some armor, life, resist, and cooldown reduction. For my armor, I got some reduction from enemies that are poison, close enemies reduction, deal wielded damage with weapons, which is terrible, and cold res. Moving on to your gloves, for sure you want to get +4 ranks to Twisted Blades. I got Trap Skill cooldown, injured enemies, and attack speed. On my pants, I got 40% damage to elites after killing them. 3 ranks to Poison Trap, that could be thrown away. This is mostly a defensive piece. 5 armor, 5% armor, and a bunch of life. For my boots, I got the Penitent Greaves, which is BIS. Unfortunately, I don't got the highest roll for chill, but it's not that big of a deal. For this build, your two-hander is just going to be a stat stick, as well as you're putting the Twisted Blades Adfix for the extra 100% increase to it. I got a ton of dexterity on it, a really good vulnerable damage roll, a close enemies roll, and an ultimate skill damage roll. The only thing that could be better is the ultimate skill damage can be changed, but it's a pretty good bow for now. On my trinket, I got reduced damage to injured enemies, movement speed, reduction of close enemies, and attack speed up to dodge an attack. This is just a terrible amulet. I just haven't found something to replace it. Also, my rings aren't, well, this ring's pretty decent. Has vulnerable damage, critical strike, and life, so this one's pretty decent. This one has critical damage, critical strike, vulnerable damage, but then it also has affected to trap skills. But they're both lowish item level. This one's okay. As far as that goes, that's going to be the end of the video. I appreciate you guys watching. If you want to see any higher gameplay, just go and let me know in the comments. Besides that, please subscribe, like, comment on the video, anything you need. This has been Stealthy, and peace. For my main hand weapon though, this weapon is fantastic. It's 817 eye level, and it has 1354 damage per second. The rolls could be better, but I'll take what I can get on it. Has damage over time, dexterity, basic skill damage, and core skill damage. For my second weapon, I have a way less good version of it, but I got critical strike damage, dexterity, damage affected by trap skills, and vulnerable damage on it. And that'll be it for the gear portion. I'll just show my stats real quick. If you need to see them, you can just pause the video. Last but not least, I got my Paragon. I'll quickly just show you it and show you which pawns I put on. For the first one, I put closer. Moving up, I got Diminish. Scrolling over, I got Combat. Up here, I got Turf. And then the last one I got was Exploit. Now again, I'll be linking the written guide down below so you don't have to keep replaying the video over and over again to find out where you want to put your points in.